Just having a little wander around the cows. Unfortunately, I alerted the calves of my presence. Guys, why are you stood in here? You've got a whole field to go at, and yet you choose to stand in this little SH1T lawn-in. How are you today? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Other than playing with your tongue? Come on! So we're just loading up the very large pieces of wood here. We're going to take these up to farm and we are going to ditch them just like that and then deal with them later. So this behind me is clearing up well. We've got different piles of stuff to either kindling or burn. Depends on how much time we've got, to be perfectly honest. I got told to jump off and let him do it. I wasn't doing it fast enough. Hazard of working with your other half, I think. Nearly. My mum has a beautiful garden. Anyway, she wanted these. And Roy's just checking we can lift them. She wants a stumpery. If you think I'm not posh, you just wait and see. My mum's got a stumpery. Stumpery? I don't know what she's got. She wants to dress up tree stumps next to a pond. Obviously, that's the first thing I'd choose to do with tree stumps. Taking the shutters off. It's harder than it seems.
Hiccups in the driveway and somebody slams that rusty old screen door. There's always something missing, someone has to make a run down to the store. There's always something in the oven, someone's always on the phone. Your uncle's dropping in just when you want to be alone. No place like home. No place like home. No place like home. No place like home.
We want to keep this bit.
Usually everything's going on down at Bobcat.
To giving it a nudge with the bobcat. much. Yeah, you're on it. So much for wanting to keep it. Oh, how beautiful. People have this in their houses, you know. Oh, that's satisfying. Big wagon. I'm driving around. Oh, where's he going? Where is he going? Where is that big wagon going? Well, this is our Lely consumables. I look really busy, don't I? Baby pallets. The hardest bit of all of it is the letter box. It's just not happening. Let me jump on. I'm gonna have to take it back off. It's boiling. Go on, it's coming out. I'm gonna set fire to it. Ray disagrees, he doesn't think it'll work, but I think it's made of glue and wood. What's the worst that can happen next to your brand new building? How do you milk your milk, Charlotte? This is how I move my milk, people. Very carefully. So me and Roy are just taking some lambs to Kirby. Wait, that's not even the front of it. I can't rave about this stuff enough. I saw it at Dairy Tech. Wait, hold on. I don't know how many I'm putting in. Let me work it out. I'll be back. So all you do is you let your tyre down with the tiny little tool thing. I'm sure it's meant to attach to something, but you can do it with your hands. Pump the stuff in, and then put your tyre thing back in like this. Screw it in. Why is it not screwing in? Pump your tyre up when the compressor's built up enough air. And then when your wheel turns, it goes over the little gap and fills the little gap. So we're just taking these lambs. Tonight Ollie is doing a talk on mental health at Penrith Golf Club. So he's going to call in on the way here because he's passing, and that way he's in time. Doesn't need to worry about traffic. So we've got him landing down, and then I'm going to go there with him, listen to his talk on mental health, take note, share. So these are pet lambs, and they haven't actually been anywhere other than inside. So they are all to tag. So I use these turbo taggers from Shearwell Data. Basically what you do is, I've shown these when I'm lambing, but you press that and tag comes, and then when you tag it, it automatically moves on, and then you just hit it against your hip, and it just makes tagging them really easy, especially when I tag them before they go out. I tag them as babby lambs. I don't know, I just find that easier. I know a lot of people tag them maybe at this age, or when they're leaving, or they turn them all out and then bring them all back in and tag them. I never understood the reasoning for that. Someone will be able to tell me. I always just found it easier to ball them, tail them and tag them all at the same second, and then throw them all out. So yeah, that's what I'm using here.
Never wants to watch my shows. Says he'd rather drink a beer and go hang out with those losers he calls friends. Last week when he asked
on them. So these pet lambs, they're absolutely nothing special. Just big. So what have we got sheep wise? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 clins and 3 mule crosses. Them though, totally rate them. Totally rate them. Especially if you do large numbers of lambs. You know, it's so much easier and there's none of this handing tags out kind of thing. Fiddling about, putting them in. You just bang them in, boom, bang them in. And they're not expensive either, to be honest. Definitely worth it. I'm locking the door, that's what I'm doing, and I totally forgot because I'm speaking to you. Dean Dag's bringing some fill. The majority of this shed has been, well, no, that's a lie. The majority of it hasn't. We had to top it up, obviously, with stuff from the concrete yard, but the majority of it has been like waste product. So we've had fill from the concrete yard, like, you know, the slag that they bring. And then we've also had all of the garage. When the garage was done in Appleby, all of the site that we dug off, ready to build a shop on, that also came here. That went under the shed. And then just things, Keith Hogg brought a load that he was doing people's houses. For a while it was a registered tip. So to be able to tip stuff from a building site, you're meant to register it as a tip. So for a while it's registered as a tip. I think it might still be, but never mind. Absolutely brilliant. Saved a fortune, won't lie, saved a fortune. We like a bit of recycling. So yeah, I like I said before, I am going to go to this talk tonight at Penrith. So I'm going to get on now and scrape the cows and sawdust the cows. Just before I go, there's some rubbish on the floor. I have no idea what those are. Something to do with my children because they've got McDonald's on them. Oh, are we doing this again? I used to love doing that. Did anyone else do this? I might keep hold of these. Cow in the world, Wonky Fias. Wonky Fias is naughty. Watch, this is what she does all day, every day. Literally in the house, and all you can hear is her banging gates. Stop it. It's really annoying. Always been her since the beginning. Always been her. Look at her face. You're so badly behaved. So badly behaved. Just headed on down that field there to pick up the tree stump that we dropped when we picked them up the other day. It wouldn't have stayed on the trailer, it just kept toppling off, so we thought it was probably best just to leave it. Oh, there you go. Tower's empty. Just a quick one. So Roy said to me the other day, it was like, do you think your channels are getting a little bit away from normal farming and a little bit too buildy, you know, doing different things? And I'm like, I thought people want to see different things. What would people prefer? Do they like the buildy, look at me, you know, following builders around, looking at what they're doing, building sheds? Or do you like the everyday farming, as in taking slurry out, mixing feed, scraping out, that kind of stuff? Do you like to see more of the dry cow treatments, you know, looking after heifers, calving, that kind of thing? Like, what are people wanting to see? I never really ask, and I just kind of go off and do my own thing, and then realise that it's not really what I would want to watch. It's more like what you would want to watch, which was it's a bit different to think. Sheep are a no-no for me, and they've never tended to enjoy the sheep so much. I'm not a die-hard sheep channel, I never have been. So we'll try and avoid those a little bit because, you know, the field fleas, they do annoy people a little bit, especially if you're following for the dairy farming. You've obviously got a bit of a hatred for sheep already. I can see why though, you know, I'm getting round to that way of thinking, to be honest. Or is it just the general variety that people are wanting? Because we can do that. We can also do a bit of variety. Okay, so I am just going to hide in here with a mug of coffee while 4 farmers deliver the feed, only because it is really very noisy. You can probably hear it, to be honest, so I'm just trying to get out of the way. Thank you very much for watching. as always, if you've made it to the end of the video, don't forget to like it, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, love you long time, and I'll see you next time.